Assalamu alaikum, folks. Surah Al-Asr, one of the most shortest compact surahs in the Quran, and how it serves as a blueprint in handling life. Okay, we're going to take a look at that. So, first of all, two powerful themes: time and trauma. Okay, unfortunate, but yet so inevitable that every single one of us, it is almost a certainty, will experience at some point in their lives trauma or anxiety and suffering. Okay, people, we will experience this. It is inevitable. What can we do about it? So that, and the other, briefly taking a look at time itself, because time is in through which we experience these things. And just taking a quick, brief, deep dive into a philosophical question of physics, that does time even exist? And may sound crazy, many physicists argue that time does not actually exist. It's an illusion that we as humans experience. It's bound to our human construct. And this is what Einstein had argued, that you have space-time, which is the 4 dimensions, so the 3 which we experience, and the 4th, which is time. And some call this a block universe, in which everything is kind of plotted out, a map almost, with all the nows that are already there. So in some ways, everything has already happened. One could argue that in the eyes of God, everything has already occurred. Allah knows, okay? So we put that to one side. When we're going through difficulty, this is a powerful surah to reflect upon. Let's bring it back, people. Wal-Asr. And Allah swears by time. Wal-Asr innal insan. Following it immediately by insan. Is this an indication of the bounded nature that time has just to insan? Allahu Akbar. Innal insan lafi khusr. And one amazing way to look at this ayah and read it is not saying that Allah is causing you to suffer or promising that you know. Allah is describing reality. Innal insana lafi khusr. That as long as people go through life will inevitably contain suffering. It will contain trauma. Nature can be brutal, and the human existence is full of struggle. Allah is describing that. It is inevitable. But what can we face this? Can we overcome this? Allah says yes. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. You see, the power of Iman. Iman. This internal script, this blueprint, it provides you the why, the meaning of what is going on. Allah has a greater plan. You see, pain and suffering are not necessarily the same thing. Pain is what happens to us. We can't control surrounding events. But suffering is the meaning that we give to this event. You see, these are two separate things. It's internal. What else is internal? إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. The Iman is internal, the blueprint that Allah has a greater plan at play. There is a greater algorithm, right? So people can endure great pain if they have a powerful enough why. So with this Iman, وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, they go about, they do this. But is there more? And here, you see, anybody who studied therapy knows that when dealing with victims of trauma, when dealing with addicts, when dealing with people down spiraling, that there is, you see, you could take as an example the successful 12-step program all over the world, whether it's Narcotics Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous. The 12th and most important step is to help another person suffering. See, you come back, وَتَوَاسَوْا بِالْحَقِّ. Tawasaw is on the pattern of tafa'ul, which means between yourselves. If I say taqatul, it means fight between yourselves. If I say tarahum, it means have compassion between yourselves. Tawasaw, wasiyya, you give counsel between yourselves. Bilhaq. What is the haqq here? The suffering. You take it, you take the bull by the horns, you tackle reality, you don't try to avoid it, you take it face on. But when you do, it's difficult. وَتَوَاسَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. They bring patience. How? إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. With the blueprint of Iman. You see? That you have tremendous willpower to overcome these difficulties. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. See, the Iman, dhakir, فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَى تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. That remind, because this Iman will help the people who have the blueprint of Iman. And this is where the words of Jigar Muradabadi, the poem, jump straight to mind, that हमको मिटा सके वो ज़माने में दम नहीं. That which could destroy us, time doesn't even have this might. हमसे ज़माना खुद है, ज़माने से हम नहीं. He says time exists because of us and not vice versa. People, have a blessed day. May Allah bless you. Wassalamu alaikum wa khuda hafiz.